So Nicole came back into the house this evening, and apparently, the cold shoulder has been given. For the first hour at the least, at very least, everybody was in the bedroom talking about it and freaking out and losing their shit, pretty much because it messed their entire plan. It's up. And the only person that stayed outside to listen to what was going on was Caleb. And I'm not sure, how. I mean, I know that he's very loyal to the group, but I don't know if he'll immediately run back and say everything that was being said, out in the kitchen. I listened for a little while, and when I found, when I heard it was just, little chit chat and nothing, really huge, I switched into the bedroom to hear what was going on. And Derek, Derek is pretty much losing it because, he had everything, planned and set out. And I think that even though they knew about, they call it the buyback. But anyway, he knew that was going to come into play. It just, it just kind of throws everybody for a loop because, they're so set in how the game is already being played and whatnot. And he had actually had hoped that it would be Zach that would be sent back in the house, and or Hayden, really. And it was a crapshoot. It was just, it was kind of like a 4 lanes. Oh well, you guys saw it. No, did you guys see it? Yeah, you saw it. Anyway, how they got back into the house. So anyway, Nicole, Donnie was saying how much he appreciated the fact that she was back in the house because he now has somebody at least to talk to. And, he said that he spent quite a bit of time talking to Zach this past week, except, he slept 30 hours a day, but whatever time he was up, I at least had somebody to talk to. So he's really, really happy that he's going to have someone to talk to for at least, at least until one of them is evicted this coming week. Apparently not Zach, Frankie was kind of freaking out, and Derek was trying to talk him down, and he's like, oh, I know. So I don't know how big the freak out was because I didn't tune in quickly enough to hear what was going on in the bedroom after that. But Derek was just like, basically she can't stand you, but, and she doesn't trust me or stand me, so we're probably not going to, have much, to do with one another, but at the very least, we can be civil. So, as the way I see it right now, in the kitchen we have Frankie, with Nicole and, Victoria and Christine. And they were kind of catching up with one another. All Derek wanted to know was about the jury house. And I know deep down inside, Donnie was like, you need to be evicted so that you can go find out more about this house. And she got to actually talk a little bit about it before the fish took, we went to fish. Apparently one of his favorite handlers is there at the house, and they got to talk a tiny bit. I think he called him John, and he was like, man, that guy ruled, he does the bachelor house. And then as soon as he said that, they went to fish. But she talked about how sometimes at the jury house they got to order out to eat. Otherwise, they cooked their own meals. And that the backyard, they were allowed outside into the backyard. And that it was a big, beautiful mansion. And I guess, they've decided they weren't going to talk too much about it since it, causes them to be yelled at. But, her and Donnie just catching her up with everything that had been going on in the house since she's been gone. And pretty much that's about it. And so the show is on right now, so I must leave. Bye.